Okay, so let's try to retrieve some information using a D page. Okay, or maybe I'll do one thing. I think we'll directly do it on personal information itself. Okay, so let's add a field for, we used a employee. I think we used a student, is it? Yeah. Student, I would like to retrieve a single record of a student. So data relationship. And in fact, we already have this option called load from data source. You can use it. Or I can also choose another with the explicit approach where I go to that property, I change the source for it. We'll see both of it. But first, I think we'll go with that. And I would also like to use the student list.
Data relationship is where we include the data type from where we are getting the data. Is
Correct,
it for
correct.
that?
Correct. Okay, so I mean now in 8.6 we have got some other features also, like case reference, we have got data reference, we have got embedded data, just that the names are different. And earlier we used to have this as field group list and all. Before, I think from 8.1 or prior to that, we have got field group list as the options.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's just submit. Now let us source these properties, student and student list, with the appropriate D pages. And once we associate that with the D page, I'll be able to see the reference here. So for student, I don't need it to be manual anymore. I would like to refer, or I can like to be copied it from a D page. So again, this depends upon what are you trying to do with the data. Okay? If you want to just have a copy of that data, I mean, you don't want that manipulations to reflect back, you can just copy it. And you are referring it, means you're working on the actual data there. Let us refer D underscore student. And which record are you fetching? Because this says a single page. Which record are you fetching? Right. So currently, I think we'll hard code this, but I mean, ideally we shouldn't do it. Once if this is successful, then we'll go back. We'll bring in a property to dynamically pass the data to SID. So for now, I think I'll just give 101. So 101. Sure, I should be getting Virat Kohli. Let me see. Okay. And for student list, do I need to give any key? I mean, is there a key required here?
No, it's a list.
Right. So it brings me everything that's on the list. So loading. Okay. Seems like this is still not saved. So instead of the hard coding, we should be setting it to a property where you would collect the input from the user as in which record to be displayed, and accordingly you will show that on the single page property instead of hard coding. So I think I'll just reload this once. Okay. Mhm. Okay, now it seems like the system is saving.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay. So I just got the student list. Where is the student? Let's check this. Oh, there isn't no student. Okay,
The
let us
student.
we'll add it. Okay, so let us just add the entire and I'm assuming the property, the data reference that we have given is also saved. But let's just cross check this. I think even the properties are not saved because even for the list we did not get any we did not get any data for it.
Yeah, we're just able to see the add and delete option.
Hmm. So even the submit is also, I think earlier submit also probably didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, let's add it once again. This isn't submitted. I don't see student is still missing.
Is there any problem when we add from here? Because we have added, I think, 2, 3 times, but it is still not reflecting.
But this, I think there's a problem with the submit probably for this instance. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't think it is saving because even the earlier property ones are also not saved. So it keeps on coming onto the same screen again. So which means probably it's not
Yeah.
saving. Okay, once I'll do a reload. Okay, now we'll try to add one more time. Yes. Okay, but still I'm on the same screen. Let's see. What about the properties? Properties are also not reflected again. It just says save, but it's not actually saving. Let's refresh and see, is it even saving? Okay. Okay, at least the list should come up. Let's see if everything is saved correctly. Okay, so at least this is fine because we were able to retrieve the records. And but why is the student not getting saved? Okay, maybe I'll lose it here itself. So this time we'll try to load it from the student directly from here. So this time we are directly loading it from the data source. I don't need to go to the property and then I don't need to add any refer or copy to the page.
But from where the value will go? I mean, there we were hard coding the value for SID is 101.
Right, right.
Here
Yes,
we will not be able to.
correct. Let me show you. That's interesting. So the SID that we enter, okay, this is also not submitted. So the SID that we enter in the transaction, and if we save it, we'll be able to retrieve the data. The property will also not be created. Student data is created. Yes. Right. So see, student data with D underscore student that has generated, and this SID, whatever I enter on the student data, that is passed as the parameter. So once I save it, I'll be able to generate that. There's nothing here. We'll just do it one more time. Otherwise, I'll just add it manually. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just go to the section. I'll add it manually. Okay, floats. At least we should have added some properties onto it. The system would have created them for us. It's not saving. Okay, so I should have a property to this my data type. What are the student entities? So SID is an integer, rest score and all. So now I'll map this student dot SID. I'll map it to this. And we'll be done in the next couple of minutes.
Okay. Will it not be a text input?
Sorry?
The student ID that we are mapping, it will be the user will enter the value, right?
Right, right.
Okay. Yeah, I got confused actually. Before doing the convert section to full section editor, we there also we can map. So there we select mostly text input.
Correct,
So
correct.
there I got
Yes.
confused.
Okay, okay. Now is it clear?
Yeah, it is clear now.
Okay. So I'll put the we are getting it from student data only, no? Okay. Student data. First name. So where is it coming from? From student data. Okay. I'll just copy this. Okay. And this I'll just map it to the last name. Okay. So I think for now I'll just will let it be just 2. I'm saving this. And we should also save the flow action. Now, I mean, this is all manual work that we are doing. Okay, why is this locked now? So why are we going to create an entire flow? O2, O1, O1. So where is this? This create. Okay, it is an O2, O1, O1. Yes, I think the versioning part that we have done because of all of that. Yes, create. This is fine, and this is also fine. And I'm just going to say okay. So I don't want any version related disturbances now, but let's see. Okay, I think it's pointing to the right one now. Okay, I'll just keep all of it. Okay, SID. I got first name and last name. Okay, so there isn't a save button on this. Okay. So ideally, like when you have the save button, once you click on save, all these details would be available on the screen directly. But let's see if it's available on the clipboard. Because I should see 101 corresponding record to be displayed. And what is the D page? D underscore student. So where do I see it?
It was read only.
Okay, so it will be under
So it
the
would be in data pages.
and I scope. I think we did not change any scope, so default scope should be thread. Yes. Yes. So we were able to retrieve the student record. Virat Kohli, grade A, and score 90. Student record is 101. Okay. I mean, even though we were not able to display it on the screen, at least we were able to retrieve the data from the D page onto the clipboard. And I think the same with the student list also. We get to see it under the PX results. So we've got 4 records. I mean, how many ever are there? So we've got all of them. We did not filter any of it. We'll also talk about reports, filters, and how to save the data back into the DB. Okay.
Okay.
So are we clear for now? Any questions?